I think it says a lot about Indiana beer and Indiana craft beer. What has been going on ever since John Hill opened up Broad Ripple Brew Pub, and especially within the last 5 years, how things have grown throughout Indianapolis, Indianapolis Metro, and then throughout the state of Indiana. You can go anywhere in Indiana and find really, really good beer.
And so now, at their very core, would you say like a brewery is a small business? I mean, is that part of the kind of genuine? I mean, what would your impression be on that?
I do think so. I think you can see not just Indianapolis, Indiana, or throughout the country, a brewery that opens up in a whatever community just adds life. It adds a vibe to that community, and it brings back life to that community. Here in town, Black Acre's done it. Fountain Square has done it. Scarlet Lane in McCordsville is going to do that. They've already started it. So I think a community brewery that people can go to and call their own is fantastic for that individual community. It only grows, and businesses want to be a part of that, and it brings it together. I'd say absolutely people are having a good time. Unlike maybe a craft beer event as opposed to other beer festivals. You're going to find people that don't come in here with an attitude, that are willing to, if they bump into each other, they say, "Excuse me." Everybody is friendly. They're one and the same in the beer community here. Everybody's about having a good time, tasting beer. So I think that definitely there is a difference with the craft beer community and how they respond. They're responsible, as they drink throughout the day. But I think that the biggest thing is everyone having a great time together. This is phenomenal. In past years, it was held up at Opti Park in Broad Ripple, which was a great setting, and it had some cool things with it. You had to navigate a little bit up and down. But here it's a wide open setting. It can spread out. You don't feel crowded. But I think the biggest thing from what I understand is, especially the breweries, it makes it easy on them getting their beer and getting ice to them. It makes it a lot more efficient. Well, I think the future of Indiana beer, a lot of times people talk about, it's going to hit a wall at some point. I don't think so. I think there's plenty of opportunity for a lot of breweries throughout Indiana to open up. Indiana is a little bit behind numbers-wise, maybe Michigan and Ohio, but not at all beer-wise. The quality of beer in Indiana is just as good as those states. So I think there is plenty of room for other breweries to open up. And I think we'll see that that's going to happen for several years. My blog, I don't know. I started just writing for myself, just for fun, and I contribute to Indiana on Tap. I think through the last year, at least Indiana on Tap has grown leaps and bounds. So I think there's big things that they're offering. They have a tasting society, a membership, discounts, things like that with over 50 breweries. Fantastic membership opportunity. So as far as Indiana on Tap, I think they're just going to grow right along with Indiana beer.
As long as the brew business is good for you, right?
I think so. I think this is going to be. This isn't the end where people are going to get in. I still think this is right at the beginning.